Okay, next game.
All right, let's check if everyone is ready.
Next game has some old favorites in it, I think, is the thing here. You know, Sam and Adam here, so Sourdough and Xentec. Xentec being one of the managers of PN over here at Perpetual Nonsense. I think this will be an interesting game. Obviously, the winners of this match will go up against the winners of the next match. So just from the way that this is working, due to the way the teams have fallen out, we would have had a few more players, but unfortunately, a few people did have to miss out today. But it's not too bad. Right.
Don't you dare lose this, Xentec. Right.
So yeah, we have Vrwh and Nightmare here up against Xentec and Sourdough. Interesting team up. I think this might also be a close game, to be fair. We saw a lot of good gunplay and a lot of good games from Sour, V, and Nightmare last tournament. Xentec, obviously, this is his first tournament playing, although he was casting with me 2 weeks ago in our last tournament. Again, clips are up on YouTube if you wanted to go back and watch those. But I do think this will be an interesting game.
I mean, I'm expecting the bans to be, pretty much the same as the first game here. I don't think it's going to be, I don't think we're going to be seeing any Iana from the attacker side for now.
I'm not sure. She is and has been proven to be an incredibly strong operator. And, you know, while we've been, you know, chatting and everything, and I will say this as well, if you are watching the stream and did want to join the Discord, links are there. We'll put links into chat as well for you soon. You know, people have all been sat in chat talking between games and after games, etc., and discussing what went well and the operators and things like that. So they do know how powerful Iana is here, and they have been watching the streams. So it wouldn't surprise me if they do start kind of bringing up more of the utility-based operators, you know, support-based operators into this game.
Seeing a mirror ban here. Let's see what the orange team decides. Oh, and an alibi ban. Now that's quite interesting. Alibi is very strong in this, in my opinion. She's got very, very good mobility. The impacts are incredibly useful for the rotations, and it really catches. I mean, throwing a single impact into a soft wall while the attackers have pushed into a room really catches people off guard, and especially when people are constantly checking corners, constantly checking their cams, never sure where the enemy is going to be. With that kind of mobility, it's definitely
difficult thing. Yeah. You need to stream on Discord, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I changed channels.
No worries, dude. But yeah, so let's see how this game plays out. The other thing is, we know for a fact, and something I know for a fact, that that me, Xentec, and Sour have been playing ranked together quite a bit this season. So I know for a fact that Zen and Sour can work really well together. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Ooh, this is the first time we've seen this site. All right.
I was surprised it was not picked more before, just due to how small it is. It makes it much easier to hold in a 2v2 scenario, at least in my opinion. And I think that they're recognizing that. And going for the Dockerby as well on attack, that's just being mean. I mean, Dockerby is a nasty pick.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some Wayu Bully after this, because that is a really, really mean pick to go with.
But it's a brilliant pick, similar to Iana. Really, it's a utility, it's a support kind of pick, and could get them some really good picks. You know, big, good frags on the enemy team here.
Both attackers still droning here. They've been droning for a good few seconds into the round here. They're definitely not worried about pushing slowly.
They seem pretty calm and collected as of now. Interestingly, though, we're seeing one person playing on-site, one person playing off-site. If they don't deal with the person in kitchen, they're going to have some big problems here.
An unfortunate thing we didn't talk about here is that V is playing Mute, who counters Dokkaebi completely. So in reality, the Dokkaebi pick was very good, but, you know, Mute...
Ooh. V coming around the corner and surprising them there. That was pretty good. Nightmare, coming around the corner and surprising them.
A good pick off onto the hard breacher, but Xentec is supposed to be reckoned with this, and now he has their cameras.
He does. No, interesting there. I watched Nightmare dodge the drone there. If you watch there closely, dodged the drone that came into kitchen and just pushed around the corner to take him out. Unfortunately, immediately counter-fragged. That's Not a good position for them to be in now.
Flashing, dealing with the barbed wire, and now probably going to go for a hard push.
Calling them now, but of course they are muted, so...
Aiming too low, shooting a hard surface there. Yeah.
V very happy there with the SMG. It was a very clean kill, especially considering the recoil on that thing not being easy to control at that distance.
Maybe. Recoil headshot? Absolutely. That, I just was completely intentional.
I think the mute definitely just messed with the Dockerby's ability to do anything there. Very, very good pick. I think mute is probably one of the best defense operators in a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, but clicking off of mute, going for a Mitzyyy perhaps. Maybe not so sure. Xentec still not picking.
Switching back to mute again before the end there. Finker, okay, interesting pick on a 2v2 situation.
Now I'm looking forward to seeing how this Finker goes, because she's definitely strong in a 2v2, with that ability to pick up her teammate and keep them healthy as well, so yeah, I look forward to seeing how that goes.
Bomb located by attackers. 10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds.
Right, mute gem is going down now.
Not an easy site to actually counter intel on though. I mean, there's lots of different ways the drones can come from, and a lot of the places that you would put mute jammers here are too open and can easily be shot from other angles. I mean, maybe not the best site to pick them. Jumping in electrical though, another electrical push there. I mean, it's unusual. So below electrical. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was expecting them to go up to the garage, but it's also a very risky push up into the garage. Someone could be sitting at the top of the stairs, hidden away.
Yeah, there's a lot of open angles that you can just get shot from. Too risky, really.
Yeah, we're seeing them push up. They are right below the Mitzyyy. Interestingly enough, he might be able to hear them pushing, but they are walking very, very slowly.
And likewise, they're just as likely to hear the Mitzyyy above them, so...
We're still reinforcing on site. Is mute, getting himself a bit of a corner to hide in. It's probably a very good idea.
Not a bad idea, yeah, in this situation. Although they're not pushing from that side, and I think they're aware of that now. I mean, they're pushing very slowly, though. They are going to have to rush towards the end if they're not careful. And you do not want to be put in a position where time is controlling your actions. It's dangerous on this map.
Now, they might have spotted the Mitzyyy there, which would be a big deal. If they know that the Mitzyyy is hiding on that side, it's going to be very difficult pushing. And, of course, it's going to give the mute time to rotate back over and deal with them. Just look, yeah.
I don't think they're aware of that Mitzyyy. That Mitzyyy coming around behind them now. And I still don't think they know he's there.
Yeah, it's looking a bit... I mean, he's droning. He's back to the Mitzyyy, so he has no clue, but he's going to push in to the side.
They have absolutely no idea that that Mitzyyy is there.
He's going to go for the plant, and they are unaware of this. Rotating around.
Mitzyyy going the wrong way there. If they'd have rotated the other way, they could have potentially taken them out, and that running has made them aware that the Mitzyyy is on that side.
Oh, this is a really good position for the attacking side.
Defenders have located.
Oh, Nightmare on
Seriously
very low
tagged
HP.
there,
And,
Nightmare.
oh, unfortunate. Going for the C4, very risky. And Xentec securing a good kill on this side as
Risky,
well.
but perhaps the only thing they felt like they could do still in this situation. All in all, that was just, you know, a bit too late on coming around behind them. If that Mitzyyy pushed a little bit sooner, or even just pushed from, you know, closer to Shark rather than back through Office,
Yeah, going around
they
through
would have
Office
had a much easier time.
it took too long, and it gave the attackers time to actually get into a defensive position. And Xentec was very clever there to just sit in piano and watch the angle.
Yeah, I think the Mitzyyy there just didn't hear the plant starting to go down. They didn't really have any intel on it, and I think that really did just cost them quite dearly. Interesting now, though, going to a 1-1 position now.
I mean,
Both teams clearly playing quite well.
It's going to be a very close game once again. I do think it's definitely looking that way. The finger pick seems to be working for Xentec though. I think
10 seconds
it's a very good choice. But V going for Capcan. Once again, as we discussed, not necessarily the best pick when you have so little time.
Interesting though that where she's putting the cap cans, you know, she's really just focusing on putting them in places that won't be expected. And ironically, that might even get her quite a bit of damage from them.
That's an odd position, as usually when you look towards that doorway, that's the you
Yeah,
will be
you'd
able to
want to
see
put
it
it on the
directly.
other side. Yeah.
I mean, I've played quite a bit of Capcan recently, and there we go. The first one goes off. Half his health down, 49 HP.
They're going to be much more careful now pushing through, but that is going to take time, and they know it. That is the other thing. Capcan slows the enemy down.
1 minute 30 left on the timer. I don't know if they got that. Yeah, they got the other.
Yeah, they
Capcan
definitely got the
trap.
Capcan on bull there.
Interesting throwing is an impact there. Capcan attacking something. Yeah, this is a really good defense from them because they don't have to worry. They can just sit in this, is this office, I believe it's called?
Yeah, they are pretty much solely defending from office, which is giving them less angles to watch out for, and they're aware that the attackers are both on the side of Vrwh and Arcade. Damaging Xentec there a little bit from underneath the door. Really good positioning. Both of the attackers now down to half health, putting them in a very bad position for pushing the rest of this attack.
Thinker giving us up a little bit of a boost. I mean, this can still go very well for the attackers. They just need to get into the site, but that flashbang is not going to do anything. Ooh, Nightmare down by Xentec. Clara left on her own, and she is being pushed hard. Oh, unfortunate.
The Capcan giving him away there, unfortunately costing him his life.
Oh,
Where each other
man,
are,
a beautiful shot from
and takes
Xentec.
it off.
That gun kills so
Unfortunately, did give
slowly.
away her position. Yeah.
Look how long it took to kill the Capcan.
The spear is a good gun though. I think it's underused. Everyone seems to love the Finker LMG.
It's a
more
point
than
and click
spear, but
adventure. That's it.
I would say so, yeah. I think the spear is definitely an underused weapon in this circumstance.
Can't say that. Anyway. That would be a little bit BM. Now, winning 2 attack rounds is Xentec's team. That's actually incredibly important.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's putting them in a very good position.
This is
their
for my baby
defenses
girl
now.
Saint. Apparently.
Who said that?
Xentec. Oh, who else?
Who else? Good question. That's the. He knows I'm a lesbian and yet still just does not give up.
Just convert the gay, you know? They got camps for that in the US, and they work. They really do.
God. Oh yeah, they torture people. Yeah, sure. Let's not get political. Anyway, the point is, once again, it looks like the attackers here, Clara and Nightmare. We've seen this before with V and Nightmare on the last game. They were very good at coordinating their teams to be able to have one hard breach, one soft. You know, giving them a lot more, access to rooms and giving them just more options when pushing. On defense here, though, we're seeing Xentec here with signature Echo. Anyone who's played with Xentec before knows that
He's a bully.
He can be a dick. His Echo is a pretty nasty play. Honestly, not something I would want to be against.
Definitely not. Echo is very, very strong in 2v2s, in a 1v1 situation especially. So, if...
Yeah, I mean, the intel is one thing, but then obviously its ability to disorientate, to blend in, the silenced weapon, just, there's so much about Echo that makes him a really strong pick here. And he knows it.
I did not type hello everyone. I'm pretty sure my little brother is currently... Someone else is in control of my stream right now. I'm pretty sure it's probably my brother, because he's got my tablet.
I would hope so. Because if it's not, I'm concerned. If it is,
I've been hacked!
I presume.
Nightmare getting a pick on Sam there. That is unfortunate. And ooh. Now,
Trying to get the vertical angle, but didn't move back fast enough. That was unfortunate in terms of the sledge there. Would have
Very
been
good
a great
reaction from
position to
Xentec.
get a hold of, but yeah, Xentec was just too on the ball with it. Incredible reactions there.
Xentec rotating around, probably feeling more confident going for a flank than just holding an angle. Probably the best play here. But it seems like V knew, and she's now in.
Snuck in behind him. That is a play that definitely he's not going to be a fan of.
Oh, wow! Okay, now, I'm not gonna lie, that was beautiful.
That was a brilliant way of doing it, distracting her by thinking that he could shoot her just to make her stand. That was a nasty play. I mean, we've said it before. He's a dick when he plays Echo, but that was a very good play. Swire's driven all over that moment. As we've expected, a bit of chatting going on there.
They are determined to win
In
this. Okay, Xentec, TMI. Right. Xentec going for an Oryx this time, though. Switching it up each and every round is the defender team.
Definitely keeping the attackers on their toes, though. Not being able to settle into a routine, not being able to, get comfortable.
We've got the knockback team this time, it seems.
Knockback team. We do.
Because
we do have the knockback team.
Well, knockback on both sides, rather. Nomad and Oryx. Two interesting choices. Oryx, less interesting to me. I do think it's not a good pick. I really don't like that. And that rotation is odd. Reinforcing not the wrong side, but it's an... interesting.
Not the same side as would normally be picked on piano there.
And yeah, I was hoping he would reinforce that. I was afraid he might actually decide to just rush through it. Opening up that wall would be catastrophic for the defending side, leaving Laundry completely open.
Yeah, too many angles there from bunks, really. It's just not worth it.
Well, Valkyrie cam's going out
from
into...
dorms, I suppose, if you're American. But, yeah, interesting that they spawn on one side here, but they're going straight for a downstairs push, it looks like, which the defenders are not watching. Not presently, anyway.
Definitely an interesting choice. They're probably going to look to push up these stairs over here, and I don't remember the call it, piano stairs, there we go. But the defenders currently just sitting on cams, waiting, biding their time. They have plenty of it.
Again, they're not getting spooked at all. I think that's one thing. They're taking their time with it. These Vault camps, though, are going to give them serious intel to match the defenders' intel, really.
Ooh, dropping... Yeah, I don't think that was intentional. Not going to lie.
That was definitely not intentional. When he looked down there for a moment as if going, oh yes, this is open.
See, destroying that hatch is definitely a risk. Well, and finding the Nomad, who was droning. That is very, very unfortunate.
The accidental dropping of the hatch there actually working definitely in his favor.
No, kid, a good choice.
Oryx is a quick and quiet op too. You gotta be really careful.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful job from Xentec. Absolutely smashing them.
Not as close as we'd predicted this game being, as they just take it. I mean, Xentec really carrying their 8 kills, 1 death, just really working with those rotates and just doing